Hi guys, I am makeup artist Nam Vo, and today I'm going to demonstrate New Year's Eve makeup that lasts with my gorgeous model, Tenzing. I'm going to start with the Barepro Longwear Foundation, and I'm using shade Sandalwood, number 15. And I'm going to start in the center of the face, and I'm going to kind of buff this color outwards. I like to use a color that's a half shade lighter than your own complexion. This way, it brightens the skin and it makes you look like you're lit from within. Now I'm gonna use the Complexion Rescue Stick, and I'm using the color Sienna. You just follow your own natural jawline. Then I go this way as well. So I start with the corner of the mouth, and I kind of guide my brush towards the ear. The deepest part of your face, this is where you want to contour and hollow out. Then I always do a little bit on the hairline as well. So what's really nice about using this foundation stick is not only is it a beautiful texture, but the warmth of it really warms up your skin, and at the same time, it really sculpts and hollows out the face in the areas that you would want it to. So the brush I'm using now is called the Smoothing Face. And what's really nice about it is that the bristles are dense enough, but they're still flexible enough to really blend that color out. So now I'm using the Barepro concealer, and this is really nice because being that it's a little bit smaller in the way that it's cut, it really is good for getting that detailed concealing. So it's a smoothing foundation brush that melts everything into the skin like butter. I'm gonna take the Barepro concealer again, and I'm gonna use it as an eyeshadow base. So I like to start at the base of the lash line, then I just use my fingers and I blend everything upwards. Now I'm using the Dusk Bounce Blur Eyeshadow Palette, and I'm gonna start with this light colored called Evening Star as her base color. Next, I'm gonna use Harvest Moon, which is a beautiful kind of like coppery bronze color, and I'm gonna buff it on with the blender brush. So I'm going back in with Crimson Sunset, and it's almost like a wine burgundy color. So we're starting at the root of the eyelashes, and I'm just lightly flicking the color up. For this New Year's Eve look, I'm gonna use this black eyeliner called Lasting Line. So being that Tenzing has a mono eyelid, I don't have the space to do liquid eyeliner, so this trick is really, really good for people with smaller eyelids or maybe like hooded eyelids, because what I'm doing is I'm not putting any color on the lid. I'm going underneath the lash line so it frames the eye without seeing like a hard line on top. So now I'm gonna use Lashtopia Mascara. This is a volumizing mascara. What I like to do is I like to start in the root of the eyelashes, and I kind of like wiggle my way up, starting from the root. Now I'm using the Barepro Glow Highlighter. It's a liquid. I'm using the Complexion Perfector brush, and I'm gonna start on the high of her cheekbone. So I wanna tap, 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 and then I use my fingers a little bit to kind of warm in the edges. Wow, that's gorgeous. And what's really unique about this highlighter is it gives you that really wet, reflective look, but the formula is so velvety and smooth that it just melts right into the skin so beautifully. Now I'm gonna use Bounce Blur Blush, and I love just using my fingers with this. The formula is really nice because it's super moist, but the pigmentation and the color payoff is absolutely gorgeous. Now here comes my favorite part. We're gonna do a statement lip. So now I'm gonna apply the Statement Under Over Lip Liner in 100. Now I'm using the Statement Matte Liquid Lipstick in VIP. And I love this color because it's so vibrant. It is New Year's, so we could add a little bit more sugar and spice. I'm gonna use the Endless Glow highlighter, and I'm gonna go on top exactly where I put your liquid highlighter. I'm gonna just set it with this gorgeous powder highlighter. I'm using the Blooming blush brush, And I'm using a little bit of mineral veil powder. And I call this precision powdering because powder actually doesn't need to go everywhere. You just want it to go in the areas that you want to set the makeup and where you want to mattify, because I want the rest of the cheek to be really glowy and gorgeous. So it looks like you're matte and set where you need to be and you're glowy everywhere else. I think you're ready for New Year's Eve.